What is business and bourbon? What's that really about? You know, a lot of people ask me that question. And sure, it's about whiskey, wisdom, and collaboration. But you know, it's so much more than that. I like to tell people that I am simply the catalyst to bringing great people together to where we can share and we can grow as a community. So at Business and Bourbon, what you can expect is a whole lot of fun for one. But you can expect to have a really good time with people that are there for the right reasons. They're there because they want to grow their businesses, they want to learn, and they want to share. So we bring a fantastic panel together that starts that dialogue. But it's up to you, the attendees, to carry that on. So we'll start the dialogue, and then you create the magic. It's about the people. So when people ask me what Business and Bourbon is really about, it's about community.
So, you said came back out on the other side, but what was that process like? What helped you to get through that experience?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing probably helped me was getting back to focusing on the things I can control. And that's been a kind of a staple within my life for most of it. You've seen that in just the way I talk to people today, right? I have this thing called the 3-foot rule. And if it's not in the 3 feet radius around my body and I can't actively control it, then I don't put emotional energy into it.
Yeah.
So one was I started to work on controlling the things I could control. And two, people got to get out of their own way and get the blinders off. I had to get the blinders off that I had a freaking problem. And my problem was I had been going through such a bad down spell on that journey emotionally that I was one difficult son of a gun to actually talk to and deal with. Mm-hmm. And so it was, so it's like take the blinders off, focus on the things that I can control. And then from there it was also the third thing I would say, the third leg of that stool was to lean back into the things I was really, really good at. And that's where I guess to tie it all together that's where selling helped. Because I could take control of my life, because I could do the thing I'd always done, which is I was always been great at finding out what Ronell needs and figuring out whether or not I'm uniquely qualified to solve it. And so that gave me the path to get out of that emotional nightmare that I've been in for years.
Business and Bourbon.
The culture that my businesses have are just a different environment. So what I'm looking for are cultural fits. What I mean is I want to know what type of person you are. So my questions, while making sure to stay compliant with laws, make sure you do that. You don't want to ask questions that are too personal. I really try to get people outside of the typical interview questions. I want to know who they are. I want to know that, hey, when we have this activity here, are they going to be someone that participates in that? Because you wouldn't be sitting across from me if you weren't qualified. I've already looked at your resume. I know that you've got the background that qualifies you for what it is that we do, but I want to know what type of person you are. Because just because your resume says that you can do this job doesn't mean that you're cultural fit.